ChavezzSlovakia. This is a video, I've been roasted for this several times on my channel. First of all, okay? First, we gonna cover this shit first. Y'all corrections on my spelling in my videos. We gonna air quote all of that shit. First of all, when I release shit on my phone, that bitch auto-corrects, okay? And when I change the auto-correction, if I've already made the video public, that shit takes like 2 hours to update. Okay, and especially my people on Twitter fucking roast me for that forever because the Twitter link will never update. That shit will be wrong forever. All right, and second of all, I'm not good at spelling. All right, that's it. Those are the only two things I have. Sometimes I just make a mistake. I just say some dumb shit. But it was fucked up because back when I released my channel got demonetized video, I was so mad because I wrote demonetized and my phone auto-corrected to demonized, right? And y'all were really cool about that. It was kind of funny. But then when I fixed it, I just spelled demonetized wrong. So it was all fucked up. But this one is the Odd Ones Out. We watched a couple of these videos before. This guy is pretty fucking hilarious. You guys have been requesting so many videos from this animator. But the two that we're gonna do is Subway and Horrible Spelling. So those are coming up this week. And more SML movies. We got 2 more SML movies coming up over the weekend, and that's it for that though. The rest is other shit. So relax. We're here. I hear you. You know what I mean? But yeah, we'll do it. Next week we'll probably just have a shit ton of vids coming out next week because my recommendation, we had like a new group of people join after I fixed the link for the Discord because apparently I have the wrong link posted in the description down below. It's a mistake I made, but I'm not gonna admit to it. There's a crap ton of vids now, so we'll just shoot as long as we feel like shooting. It's getting sick, so I don't have to worry about her bothering me. Bruja, and let's get started.
Okay, class, spell Wednesday.
Wednesday.
I don't know how
got
to
that
spell
one.
Wednesday. Well, James, just sound
Sound it out.
Oh, okay. So, like this? No, James, it's Wednesday.
Yep.
You said sound it out, and that's how you sound it out. You think you have it bad? Do is spelled with an X. I think it comes to no surprise that I'm terrible at spelling. I feel like everyone in life falls into 2 categories.
That's a cop-out.
I think it comes to no surprise that I'm
What? That's a cop-out. Oh, well. Okay, wait. All right, never mind. Never mind. The other two, you got it.
I feel like everyone in life falls into 2 categories. Either you're good at math and
My
bad at
girlfriend.
reading, or you're weird. And if you've seen my other videos, you know that I'm a math boy. My mom told me that I have dyslexia because she has dyslexia and I have all the symptoms, but we never got that diagnosed by a doctor, so you can't make me take my meds, Mom. A lot of times what I do to cover up the fact that I spell lower than a 1st grade level is I will purposely misspell words to the point where it's obviously a joke. You thought I was doing that to be funny, but it's actually because I have 0 self-confidence in my spelling and I don't want anyone to point out my mistakes.
Yeah,
I mentioned this in a different video,
they do it to me all the time.
In elementary school, I was put in...
Hey, they do it to me all the time. And it doesn't feel good, even though you know you shouldn't care. All right? Actually, I don't care that much. But if I did care, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I mean, what happens is I post it, y'all tell me it's fucked up, then I fix it, problem solved. I have 0 stress about this situation, like at all. I know a lot of people get really touchy-feel about it, but I'm just like, but then I fixed it. But they made fun of you. Yeah, but then it becomes a funny joke because now I fixed it. It'd be different if I never fixed it. Then it would just be a problem forever, and then, you know, whatever, right? But as long as you fix the problem, it's not really a problem, is it?
Into an honors program, and everyone had to take spelling tests.
I say that, but then somebody's gonna be like, what if you murder somebody? Hey, as long as you fix it, all right? Necromancy, bring them back from the dead, you know, they're fine.
Ahead of their level. And by everyone, I mean everyone except me, because I failed every single spelling test. So I had to take spelling tests that were on level. Ew. Every week when we took a spelling test, I would have to move to the back of the classroom and the teacher would stand right next to me. She'd call out everyone else's word, which had like 8 syllables, like anti-disestablishmentarianism, and then she'd turn to me and give me my on-level word. James, your word is cat. Also, one year our class did a spelling bee and everyone had to participate, and like, I didn't even care that I was the first one out. Hey, that's almost my name. Another thing that I mentioned in a pretty old video is that I used to have a speech impediment when I was little. I couldn't pronounce my O's and I talked like this. I'm good now. Obviously. So every other day during school, I had to go to a speech therapy class.
Oh,
and one
God.
day, the teacher who taught me how to pronounce my Oz, I'll call her Mrs. Kool-Aid, gave me this sheet of paper with a bunch of raindrops on it, and she said, for every raindrop on this page, say the word raindrop. But then she just left the room, and I said, well, I'm not gonna do this. I didn't say raindrop a single time. It's like, no one was even there. No one would have seen me not saying raindrop. So why would I do something that I didn't want to do? But then, the funny part is, when she came back, she asked, are you finished saying your raindrops? No.
What the
Well,
fuck?
how many did you say?
What the
I
shit?
didn't say any.
You just...
You stupid child. I told her the truth for some reason. I don't know why. It was probably the easiest lie in my life to get away with, but that's why I remember this story. I'm still mad at myself for telling the truth. And I had to say raindrop a bunch of times in front of her, and she would only go to the next raindrop until I said it right, and it was terrible. It hurt my feelings. Since I was struggling with reading and spelling, I had to get an IEP. An incredible, excellent personality, which meant I had to go to a special class for a little bit during school. And the teacher who taught this class was none other than Mrs. Kool-Aid.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I don't know why I said it like that. I don't remember anyone ever telling me I was put into a special needs class. I just remember going into speech therapy every other day, and then those classes slowly morphed into teaching me how to read and spell. I don't know, I thought reading this book would have helped me talk better. 2 other kids were in the reading class with me, and I remember the day when reading for me just clicked. Us 3 were given a simple sentence to read. It was about bees. It was so simple. It was literally just, to defend their hive from wasps, bees don't sting the wasp. Instead, they all crowd around the wasp and flap their wings to raise their body temperature, heating up the wasp until it dies.
Yeah.
And then Mrs. Kool-Aid asked us,
Did you guys know that? You ever seen a bunch of bees crawling on top of something? They're killing it! That's why they're called pests. And that's why you would hire someone like moi to get rid of them for you. I take check, and you pay first.
okay, how do bees defend against wasps? And the other 2 kids said, they sting them. And I said, what? No, you moans! Didn't you weed this? The words in this paper have meaning when placed in a certain order convey information. Also, I never want to get hugged by a bee. So I was in these classes all the way until the 6th grade. I was getting better at reading. It still wasn't great, but I was getting better at it. And one day, Mrs. Kool-Aid said, you know, James, you should try competing in the Battle of the Books. Battle of the Books? Battle of the Books? Battle of the Books! Finally, reading sounds fun! At my school, Battle of the Books was this competition where students were given a list of 4 books to read within a time limit of like 2 months. I don't remember how long it was.
It was
after
like,
however
it's
many
like
months
forever,
it was,
yeah.
the contestants would sit in an auditorium and take turns answering questions about the books. And whoever got the most questions right would get a pizza party. And that's where the battle part comes in.
Yeah.
We'd kill each other for pizza. And then there were 2 more rounds, each with 4 more books, so there was a total of 12 books you had to read. And we were allowed to be with a partner, so my partner was TJ. Hey, TJ, do you remember Battle of the Books?
What's the fur coat on?
Great.
Oh.
Now, you're probably thinking that 4 books in 2 months isn't that hard, especially since they're kids' books. But as someone who didn't read any books on my own outside of school, it was a challenge. But I discovered a way to cheat the system. I discovered something called audiobooks. Instead of having to sit still and read the book, I could just have someone read the book to me. And I would get through the book so much faster. I'd be able to read a book in about 8 hours as opposed to reading a book never, because I would never be able to finish a book on my own. And I was actually able to understand what was going on. I legitimately thought that listening to audiobooks was cheating because of how well it worked. So I never told anyone my secret. Until just now. Please don't tell anyone. Also, I didn't just turn on an audiobook and start playing video games. No, I sat in my bed next to the CD player and followed along with the book, and sometimes I even took notes.
Really? Wait, seriously, you did that? Because that's like actually super good for you.
I wanted to talk about my love for
I just said super good. Let's not talk about
audiobooks for so long, but I can't, because then people will think I'm getting paid by a certain company, but I'm not, and I'll prove it. Instead of wasting your money on quality audiobooks made by professionals, you guys should all check out LibriVox.org, where you can listen to free public domain audiobooks, which means there's only old-timey classical books on it, like Aesop's Fables, which in my opinion is all you need. Anyway, TJ and I did the Battle of the Books, and for one of the rounds, TJ was sick, so I had to answer the questions all by myself, and I never forgave him for that. And also the whole time, I was keeping track of everyone's points, and me and TJ got the most questions right.
Damn.
My math skills are finally being useful. I was already craving the pizza. After the last round, the teacher said, "Okay, I'll tally up all the points and let you all know who the winner is in a couple of weeks." But since I was keeping track of everyone's score, I already knew we won. I turned to TJ and I said, "TJ, guess what? We already..." Oh, this is the round that you were sick on. I did not notice that until just now. But then a couple of weeks go by and I'm not hearing any news about a pizza party. I was expecting to walk into class one day and there would just be a pile of pizza boxes waiting for me.
With their name on it.
Never happened. The teacher in charge of the competition was the librarian, so one day I went up to her and I asked, "So, did you ever say who won the Battle of the Books? Also, my favorite pizza is barbecue chicken." And she said, "Oh, these two 5th graders won." So the Battle of the Books was for both 5th and 6th graders. I was a 6th grader, so I went to all the 6th grader battles. But apparently, there was some low-life 5th grader who got every single question right and stole my pizza party. And that taught me a valuable lesson. Even when you work hard, you don't always get what you want.
True.
But that's okay. Because one day, you'll be an adult and you can buy all the pizza you want without having to read first.
Hello there. Any of you down for a game of soccer? I mean football? This is 100% James. This isn't someone else doing the end card. This is me. This is James. I would never ask someone else to make an end card for me because I was too lazy. You guys should check out the channel Get Mad? Get Mad? Am I pronouncing that right? He helps me edit my videos for my second channel. That's right, I have a second channel with a total of 6 videos.
Nice, dude. Well, shouts out to the Odd Ones Out. That's actually a really good video, dude. We did something similar at my elementary school with a reading competition, but it was literally like the first year they did it, it was a set amount of books. And if you read all the books, then your class got a pizza party, right? And it was like 18 or 20 books for the year. Then you had to like write a little report about it to make sure that you read it and had to answer questions with the teacher one-on-one. There was only like 10 kids that did it. So it wasn't that big of a deal or that much work until all those 10 kids were in 10 different classes, and each class just decided we would all read the books, we would help you read the books and then just tell you about it so you could pass the test, and then every class got a fucking pizza party. Yep, that actually happened. Lomi G. Hurd Elementary School, it was on base, and we all got pizza parties that year because they didn't think through the rules and we were bastards. It's actually our parents that came up with it. At a parent-teacher conference, because my mom used to go to all of them, one of the teachers suggested that we all just encourage one kid to do all the reading for each class, so no kids left out, which is hilarious. And then the second year they did it, it was like the next year that they did it, it was a pizza party, right, as an award, as a reward. But it's whoever reads the most books. And one kid just read like 30 books, and nobody even got anywhere close. So, yeah, fucking nuts, dude. But I'll see you guys in the next one, man. Horrible spelling. That's actually a really good video, man. This guy's awesome. I'll see you guys in the next one, dude. Peace.